Hi, it's Joanie from simplelivingmama.com. I want to welcome you back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about loop scheduling. If you haven't heard of loop scheduling, it is a pretty revolutionary way, I would say, to run your homeschool and your house. It takes a lot of pressure off, especially for us large family moms with young children. We can't get a whole lot done that we plan to get done, or our plans always seem to fall through. Loop scheduling kind of saves the day. So I'm going to talk about two different ways that you can use loop scheduling. And the first one that I'm going to talk about is in your homeschool, and I'm going to tell you how we do it. Now, if you have seen my video on our morning basket, I kind of try to explain loop scheduling and how I use that in the morning basket over in that video. But in case you missed it, our morning basket is basically full of the things that I would consider good and beautiful things. Things that can get pushed to the wayside if we aren't finished with math or we aren't finished with our language arts. They're the things like hymns and folk songs and just looking at various pieces of art or reading poetry, things like that can just get pushed to the wayside. I have Spanish included on my loop also. So what I do is every morning when we do our morning basket, we start with the things that I do every single day. So those aren't on my loop. Those are my daily things. Whatever our memory work is, whatever scripture we're working on, our Bible story or character trait or whatever it is that we're doing. Those are the things that I do daily. And then on my loop, I have all of the other things. So I used to have it where I would try to do Monday Spanish, Tuesday poetry, Wednesday artist study. But what tends to happen is something will come up and I won't get to it that day. And then, oh no, it's Tuesday, I have to do poetry, I can't do Spanish, so then we miss Spanish for the entire week. The loop schedule kind of frees you from that. So if I didn't get to do Spanish Monday, I can do Spanish on Tuesday. Wednesday, I can do poetry and artist study. If I have time, I may even be able to talk about our composer and put on some of his music while the kids are quietly reading or drawing or something like that. It may not happen Tuesday. I may have to move that to Wednesday, which is perfectly fine. I can do composer study on Wednesday. I can do our nature journals on Wednesday, if that just so happens to be the day that I can fit it in. What it does is you do the next thing. You don't skip anything. So yeah, it may not get done on the same day every single week, but you are still coming back around and getting it done. And I know my friend Tana over at Proverbial Homemaker actually has an entire workshop dedicated to loop scheduling where she teaches you how to do it and how to implement it and all of that. So I will leave that link down below if you're interested in taking that workshop. It will be a lot more detailed and involved than what I'm explaining here today. But that is the gist. You don't schedule anything to a specific date. The things that are on your loop are not scheduled to specific days. They are just done one after the other. If you get two of them done in one day, that's fine. If you don't get anything done that day, that's fine. Just do the next thing on your list and keep looping it around. There are some people that do history on a loop. We're not doing history on a loop, but if you put your history in there, you might have it on your loop 2 times. So let's say your main goal is to get through your entire loop in 1 week. So that way you're hitting history 2 times in that week. Even if for some reason you do not get to hit history twice in that week, that's okay. But more than likely you will be able to hit it 2 times in a week. So that is how that works with homeschooling. We're not doing a specific history. This year we are doing world geography and that is something that we do every day, as well as science. We're doing some sort of science every day, whether it is our science from My Father's World or our safety unit, which I do about once a week. So I don't have those on a loop, just my enrichment activities, my composer, poetry, hymn study, folk song, art, all of that is on the loop. Now I'm going to try to talk to you about how you can do this with your housework also, and sort of save yourself from going crazy. So if you are familiar with my blog, then you know that I put out a monthly cleaning calendar. And that calendar is great for telling you exactly what to do and when. I know that's not going to work for everybody, but you can look at that calendar and see how I have it set up and modify it for yourself. And it is very scheduled, I would say, because I'm doing weekly cleaning tasks, daily cleaning tasks, and zone cleaning, which is another term that I use for deep cleaning different areas at one time. All of that is on there and scheduled. But if you're like me, I will admit that I don't always get to follow my own cleaning calendar like that, because we are a large family and we are very busy right now. It's just the season of babies and toddlers. So what ends up happening is, of course, the daily tasks still get done, barring sickness or, just extreme exhaustion. And those daily tasks are things like laundry, dishes, picking up, like general tidying, picking up the living room, wiping off the table after meals, stuff like that. That's not on a loop. That gets done every single day. You can take your weekly tasks and loop them. I tend to just do those weekly tasks on one day now. On my calendar, it's broken up one weekly task per day. So you'll be doing all your dusting on one day, and all of your vacuuming on one day, and all of your mopping on one day. Right now in my season of life, we take Fridays and we do all those weekly tasks. So I'll start with dusting, and then I'll work my way down to mopping, which is like the last thing that I do. You could loop those, and let's say, okay, today I'm going to do dusting. I might not get to the cleaning glass and mirrors the next day, but that's next on my loop. And you could put cleaning your bathrooms 2 or 3 times on your loop. So you're dusting, okay, I got all the dusting done, I got all of the mopping done, here's the bathroom, I'm going to do the mirrors and glass, I'm going to do the vacuuming, here's the bathroom again. That way your bathroom is getting cleaned pretty regularly. And that is one way to loop those weekly tasks. You could also loop your deep cleaning tasks. So you may say, okay, I want to do my deep cleaning. I want to deep clean my living room first. So you would deep clean your living room, and then next on your loop is deep cleaning your kitchen. And next on your loop is deep cleaning your bedroom, so on and so forth. That way it's not particularly scheduled to a specific day, but it is getting done with some regularity, whether it's, and I'm talking about the deep cleaning tasks, not the weekly tasks, that like the bathroom cleaning and stuff that really probably needs to get done at least weekly. But I'm talking about like these deep cleaning tasks, which you may not be able to do a deep cleaning to deep clean a particular room once a week. It may only happen every other week or every 3 weeks, whatever the case may be. You can loop those like that. And my calendar just gives you a general layout, and it has everything divided nicely into weeks, and it does work on a loop. But if you cannot follow those specific days, that's okay too. So I think I have 8 different zones on my cleaning calendar, and you start with one and you just keep looping through all of those. So that is 2 different ways to use loop scheduling. Another way to do loop scheduling could be with your meal planning. Maybe one night you want to have Mexican food, the next night you want to do Italian food, and you could loop those different meals or those different cuisines like that too. I mean, really the sky is the limit, and it's totally up to you how you want to do it, but it's a great way to get things done that may not get done if they are specifically scheduled for certain days and you are a normal person who just cannot function off of a specific schedule. So I hope that was helpful to you. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments for me. Like I said, I will link to my blog post where I'll go into a little bit more detail about what I've talked about here. And I will also link to Tana's workshop. I believe it's $15 for that workshop, but she's a great teacher, and you get access to a Facebook group and all of that stuff. So yeah, I will have the links for all of that down below, and yeah, go ahead and like this video, give me a thumbs up because that helps me tremendously, and subscribe if you aren't already subscribed for more homeschooling and homemaking videos, and I will talk to you next time.